Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's session, we are taking XP22 Excel Chapter 5 ML1 Real Estate. I will guide you through this video step by step, making it easy for you to follow, and you can done your assignment by watching this video. You can contact me for your assignments, exam, quizzes, and for complete course on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my PC screen. I can do all online courses: accounting, finance, math, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, SAS, writing, economics, Java, C++, Python, and many more online courses. Please add me for your weekly assignments, add me for your weekly quiz, and add me for your complete course. I will handle your complete course with A+ grade. You will be free from this course. I will do your all simulation training, all assignments, exam, midterm, and final. You will be free from this course. I am also handling many students courses on Pearson, Cengage, Blackboard, and many more colleges and universities like MyLab Math, MyLab Economics, MyLab Accounting, MyLab Excel, MyLab Word, MyLab PowerPoint, SAS, and many more courses. Let's start our assignment to solve it step by step. You can see title of assignment XP22 Excel Chapter 5 ML1 Real Estate. Here is project description, and you can see your project description to get idea about your project. Now we will move on question number 1. You can see this question number 1 first. In question number 1, start Excel, download and open the file name. XP22 Excel Chapter 5 ML1 Real Estate. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. Basically, in this question, we will have to download Excel workbook from Pearson ATLAB dashboard. You can download this file easily from your Pearson portal. I am gonna showing my Excel workbook. You can see this. I have downloaded this file easily from my Pearson ATLAB dashboard portal. You can download this file easily from your portal. Okay. Now moving on. Next question is question number 2. You can see this question number 2. Okay. Sort the list by city in alphabetical order, then by selling agent in alphabetical order, and finally by listing data in chronological orders, oldest to newest. Okay, basically in this question we will sort the list by city in alphabetical order. We will move on Excel workbook, and then first we will sort the list by city. Click on city column, and then we will go to the home tab. In the editing group, click on sort and filter, and we will click on sort and filter, and simply we will E to Z and custom sort. Okay, city, we will select city is alphabetical order A to Z, and then selling agent in alphabetical order. Then we will add second. Okay, we will add second level is selling agent. Click on add level, and then we will add second level is here selling agent. Okay, it's also alphabetical order. And finally by listing date in chronological order, oldest to newest. Okay, and then we will add level. Third level is listing date. Click on add level, and then we will select third level is listing date. Okay, you can see here listing date, oldest to newest. Listing date, oldest to newest. Okay, click on OK. This table will be sorted. Now moving on, next question is question number 3. I have done this question very well. Okay, question number 3 is that use the subtotal feature to calculate the average selling price, percentage of asking price, and days on market by city, and show that column and show the summary below data is selected, and then click OK. Selected, click or select OK. You can see this. Basically in this question we will use the subtotal feature to calculate the average selling price, percentage of asking price. Moving on Excel workbook, and then we will use subtotal feature in the data. We will simply go to the data tab. Okay, and then we will use subtotal feature. Simply click on the data tab and go to the outline group. Click on subtotal. Okay, average selling price, percentage of asking price. Okay, average selling price, percentage of asking price. Okay, you can see this. Okay, percentage of listing. Now percentage of asking price, days on market by city. Days on market by city. days on market by city. Okay, at each change in city, click on OK. This is good now. This question is done now. Now we will move on question number 4. I have done 3 questions right now. You can see here. Now I am going to doing question number 4. In question number 4, group the data using the auto outline feature. Collapse the outline to hide the listing date and sales rate columns. Click or select the outline sample to display the grand average and city average rows only. First we will group the data using the auto outline feature. Okay, we will go to Excel workbook and then we will go to the data tab in the outline group. Simply click on group and simply click on auto outline. Okay, and modify existing outline, click OK. Then collapse the outline to hide the listing date and sales date columns. Okay, collapse the outline to hide the listing date and sales date column. We will collapse this listing date column and sales date column. We will collapse these 2 columns. Okay, then click or select the outline sample to display the grand average and city average rows only. This question is done now. Now we will move on question number 5. In question number 5, you can see format the average days on market as number with 0 decimal places. Apply wrap text in cell G1 and J1. Set a print area for the range C1 to J88. Okay, first point is that format the average days on market as number with 0 decimal places. Average days, moving on Excel workbook and then we will select average days on market and then we will apply number format with 0 decimal places. Okay, this is the last point of previous question. Okay, click or select the outline sample to display the grand average and city average rows only. I was missed this point. Now I have done this point. Now okay, format the average days on market as number with 0 decimal places. Okay, average days on market, we select this, go to the home tab in the number group. Apply accounting number format with 0 decimal places. Okay, apply wrap text in cell G1 and J1. Apply wrap text in cell G1 and J1. Select cell G1, apply wrap text, go to the home tab in the alignment group, simply click on wrap text. Okay, now we will select cell J1 and then go to the home tab in the alignment group, apply wrap text. Okay, set a print area for the range C1 to J88. Now we will set a print area. We will enter this range and then go to the page layout. Okay, go to the print area and set print area. Okay, this question is done now. Now moving on question number 6. Okay, question number 6 is that select individually column G and J and change the column weight to 10, change the row height to 24 for the first row. Okay, first we will select column G and J and change the column weight to 10. Okay, moving on Excel workbook, we will select column G and right click on column G. Okay, click on column width and then we will change the data 10 in column width and then simply click on OK. Then we will select column J, right click on column J and then simply click on column width and then we will change the column width data to 10 in column width 10 and then simply click on OK. Change the row height 24 for the first row. Simply we will go to the Excel workbook, select first row and right click on first row and then click on row height and we will set row height to 24. Okay, we will set 24 row height. Okay, this is good now. Now moving on question number 7. I have done 6 questions of this assignment right now. You can see on my Excel workbook and species screen. Now click or display the sales data worksheet and create a blank pivot table on new worksheet. Name the new worksheet pivot table. Name the pivot table average city price. Basically in this question we will click or display the sales data worksheet first. Okay, then we will click on create, we will click on insert tab and then we will create a blank pivot table on new worksheet. Okay, you can see this, and then we will name the new worksheet pivot table and then we will name the pivot table to average. Okay, click on sales data, simply click on insert tab, click on pivot table. Okay, we will insert a pivot table, blank pivot table. Okay, now we will name the new worksheet to pivot table. We will copy this and rename new worksheet as pivot table. Right click on this sheet 1 and then we will rename this pivot table. Rename this pivot table. Okay, and then name the pivot table average city prices. Okay, we will copy this name and then we will set the name of pivot table to average city prices. Okay, go to the pivot table analyze tab and then go to the pivot table name and then we will rename this average city prices. Okay, this is good now. Okay, now moving on question number 8. I have done 7 questions of this assignment right now. In question number 8, you can see, place the city field in row, the selling agent field in column, and then asking price and selling price field as values. For the two values field, display average rather than sum with the counting number formats with 0 decimal places. Pivot the data by placing the city field below the values field in the columns area and moving the selling agent field to the row area. Okay, first we will place the city field in row area, city field in row area. Okay, and second, selling agent field in column. We will move the selling agent field in column area. Okay, and asking price and selling price field as values. Asking price and selling price field as values. Asking price and selling price field as values. Selling price and asking to the value. We will move this asking price and selling price to the values. Okay, we will remove this. Now we will asking and selling to the values and selling to the values, then selling agent to the column area. Okay, for the two value field, display average rather than sum with the counting number format with 0 decimal places. Okay, we will click on sum of asking price, right click on here and then go to the value field setting and then apply counting number format, average and number of format accounting with 0 decimal places, then click on OK. Now click on sum of asking price, right click on sum of asking price and open the value field setting and then go to the select average and go to the format number and then select accounting number format with 0 decimal places for both values and then click OK, again click OK. This is done now. Okay, pivot the data by placing the city field below the value field and in the columns area and moving the selling agent field to the row area. Okay, pivot the data placing the city field below the values field in column area and moving the agent selling agent field to the row area. Okay, selling agent to the row area. Moving the selling agent field to the row area question is done now. Now we will move on question number 9. I have done 8 questions of this assignment right now. Question number 9 is that now you want to focus on real estate data for only 2 cities. Add a filter to cell B3 to display only Alphen and Caddo Hills. Okay, add a filter to display B3. Simply click on cell B3, right click on this and then simply click on select all and then we will open only Alphen and Caddo Hills and then simply click on OK. Okay, this is done now. Now we will move on question number 10. In question number 10, change the selling price for number 40 from 140,000 to 140 lakh. Rephrase the pivot table. Okay, simply we will go to the change the selling price. Say change the selling price for number 40. Go to the sales data worksheet and then simply go to the number 40. Here is number 40. You can see where is number 40, and then we'll change 140 to 140 lakh. Okay, this is good. Now go to the data tab and then we will refresh the pivot table. Refresh all. Now we will move on question number 11. I have done 10 questions of this assignment right now. Question number 11 is that change the width of column A, B, C, D and E to 11. Change the width of column F to 14 and then width of column G to 13.14. Wrap text center horizontally data in cell B4, D4, F4 and G4. Apply the bottom border to the range B4 to E4. Change the labels in A5 to agents. Change the height of row 4 to 40. We will select column A, B, C, D, E and right click on this and simply click on column width, and then we'll change this data column width 11. Simply click on OK. Column A to E, column A, B, C, D and E to 11. Change the width of column F to 14. Change the width of column F to 14. We will move on Excel workbook. Simply click on column F, right click on column F and change the column width. Click on column width and then we will change date and 14 and then simply click on OK. Okay, now width of column G to 13.14. Right click on column G, select first column G, simply right click on column G and click on column width, and then we will change the data and column width to 13.14. Okay. Now wrap text and center horizontally data and cell B4, D4, F4 and G4. Wrap text and center horizontally B, D, F and G. Okay, B4, D4, F and G4. Okay, simply click on cell B4. Go to the home tab. Okay, in the alignment group click on wrap text and then alignment is center horizontally. And D4, go to the home tab. In the alignment group click on wrap text and then go to the alignment and center horizontally. F4 and wrap text and center horizontally. Alignment, wrap text and center horizontally. Apply the bottom border to the range B4 to E4. We will select this range B4 to E4 and then apply the bottom border. B4 to E4, go to the border and then apply bottom border. Okay, change the label in cell A5 to agent. Change the height of row 4 to 40. We will copy this agent and then we will change the label in cell A5 to agent. We will simply click cell A5. We will remove this and then we will type here agent. Okay, change the height of row 4 to 40. Change the height of row 4 to 40. Right click on row 40 and then simply click on right click on row 4 and click on row 4 and simply click on row height, and then we'll change here height to 40. Okay, this is good. Now this question is done. Now we will move on question number 12. Display the sales data worksheet. Create a recommended pivot table. Okay, create a recommended pivot table using the sum of selling price by city thumbnail. Okay, create a recommended pivot table using the sum of selling price by city thumbnail. Go to the insert tab. Go to the recommended pivot table. Sum of city selling price by thumbnail. Okay, this is good now. Add the city rows area. Sorry, add a new worksheet. Okay, add city to the row area and selling price to the value area. City to the row area, we will add city to the row area and selling price to the values area. Change the name of new pivot table worksheet to selling price. Selling price. Sorry, 1 second. New worksheet. Right click on this, rename as selling price. Okay. Now moving on question number 13. I have done this question very well. Question number 13 is that change the value to display average not sum. Apply the accounting number format with 0 decimal place to the value. Apply light blue pivot tables medium to the pivot table. Okay. Change the value to display average not sum. Okay. Click on sum of value field setting, and then simply click on average not sum. We will select average here. Apply the accounting number format with 0 decimal places. Go to the for number format and then select accounting and 0 decimal places, and then simply click on OK. Again OK. Apply light blue pivot style medium 2 to the pivot table. Go to the pivot table analyze, go to the pivot table design, and then we will go to the medium style light blue medium 2. Light blue medium 2. Okay. I have done 13 question of this assignment right now. Moving on question number 14. Display the sales data worksheet. Insert the get pivot data function in cell F1 to display the overall average selling price in cell B9 in the pivot table on selling price worksheet. Okay. Display the sales data worksheet, and then in cell F1 insert the get pivot data function. Get pivot data function. Average selling price in cell B9. Okay, press is equal to in cell F1 and then go to the average selling price sheet and then click on B9 and then simply press enter. Okay, this question is done now. Now moving on question number 15. Create a cluster column pivot chart from the pivot table on the selling price worksheet. Move the chart to a chart sheet named sales chart. Basically, in this question, we will create a clustered column pivot chart from the pivot table on the selling price worksheet. Okay, go to the insert tab. Okay, go to pivot table analyze and go to the pivot chart and then insert cluster column pivot chart. Okay, move the chart to new sheet name sales chart. We will move this chart to new sheet to the sales chart. Okay, copy this name and then we will move this chart to new sheet to sales chart. Go to the design and then we will click on move chart, new sheet, sales chart, then click on OK. This chart will be moved on new sheet. Okay, now this is the last question of this assignment. You can see on my PC screen I am gonna doing the last question of this assignment. Please, if you do not able to do this assignment, you can contact me on my WhatsApp and email. Both are given in the description and shown on my PC screen. I will do this complete assignment for you with A+ grade, and I will do complete course for you with A+ grade. Okay, now I am gonna doing last question. I have done 15 question of this assignment right now. Now I am doing question number 16. In question number 16, change the chart title to average selling price by city and then apply dark blue font color. Remove the legend, apply dark blue fill color to the data series. Okay, first we will change the chart title to average selling price by city. We will copy this chart title, go to the Excel workbook, click on chart title, and then we will type here average selling price by city. We will copy or paste here simply average selling price by city, and then apply the dark blue font color. We will select this chart title, go to the home tab in the font color, and then we will apply dark blue font color. Okay, dark blue font color on this chart title. Here blue and here is dark blue. Okay, remove the legend and then apply dark blue fill color to the data series. Remove, right click on the chart. Okay, click on the chart element and then we will remove the legend. Apply dark blue fill color to the data series. We will select data series and then we will apply dark blue fill color. Okay, you can see this is good now. This is done now. I have done this complete assignment. Okay, if you do not able to do this assignment, you can contact me on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my PC screen, bottom of the my PC screen. I can do all online courses: accounting, finance, Excel, math, Word, PowerPoint, SAS, writing, economics, Java, etc. Many courses, each and everything I will do complete online courses. Please contact me. I will handle your complete course, your any course. My lab accounting, my lab math, my lab Word, SAS, Excel, PowerPoint, Java, C++, Python, and many more courses. You will be free from this course. I will handle each and everything: your simulation training, your assignments, your exam, midterm, and final. I am also handling many students courses on Pearson, Cengage, Blackboard, and many more colleges and universities. Please watch my video and subscribe my channel and like my video and share my video and give me a good comments on my video. I will help you in your futures. I will upload complete course on my YouTube channel, and if you do not able to do this course, then you can contact me and I will handle your course and I will do your one by one assignments with very reasonable prices. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and like my video. Best of luck to my all students. Thank you so much.